And there you go.
Exactly.
Okay, let's shift over now to your colleague on staff, is Coach Zeke Prado. Okay, and Coach, you will be handling the running backs.
Yes, sir.
Okay, a little bit about the same way that Coach Jackson explained how you came up through the ranks and how you came to become a coach. Let's talk about that.
I'm actually going on my 7th year of coaching.
Okay.
I spent my first 3 years coaching at St. Gabriel High School, and there we were back in '03 when I had a CIF final run, played South Hills in the championship of Division 7.
Okay.
And after that, stuck around for another season and had the opportunity to go back to my alma mater, which is Dakota Wesleyan out of Mitchell, South Dakota.
Yes.
And so we went out there, and I coached for 3 seasons there, finished school, finished my master's, and then decided to come back to Rosemead, where I grew up. And I ended up going to a conference and being introduced to Coach Kane, and kind of that's where it started as far as East LA and how I got introduced to coming down.
Okay. How did that conversation go, Coach, when you saw a youngster like Coach Prado?
You know, there was a fellow from USC that introduced me to Zeke, and so I got a chance to talk to him and get to know him. And then one thing led to another, and we said, let's sit down and talk.
Yeah.
And so we scheduled an opportunity to sit down and talk. And so we met at the school, East Los Angeles College, and then we started talking about some things. And I really took to his heart, you know, as a coach. He came across as being a trustworthy, loyal type of person. And I thought, you know, that's a great quality to look for in a coach. Matter of fact, I heard John Robinson say the same thing. And so that's how the conversation led us to me to the point where I said, go home, consider working for us. And if you like what I talked about, come back and join our staff. And he did. He came back and joined the staff.
Now, your challenge will be to get the running back core in really a high state of readiness and strength, and it's a long season. And those running backs do take punishment.
Right.
Anything special in Coach Zeke Prado's portfolio?
As far as, one of the big things is recruiting.
Yes.
Going down and finding backs that are going to survive the 4 quarters. And I think we have 4 strong backs right now, and I also have ace up my sleeve that I got coming.
Okay.
And he should be here within the next week, but I know Coach also has him. And it's just getting those guys ready. And I think as a staff we do a great job of getting them conditioned. And I know that's Coach's focus, is getting those boys out there and running. And they're running and they understand that. That's the thing. And the kids, they do not have a problem with going out there and running and really selling out for one another.
Okay.
Let me say this, because he brings such an array of opportunities, coaching areas. He's not only a running back coach, but he's also a wide receiver coach.
Okay.
And so he's capable of taking a running back and teaching him what he needs to know as a running back in the backfield. However, he also can take the running back and move him out of the backfield and get him running routes.
Okay.
And so that's what I'm looking for. He can teach him how to block, teach him how to catch the ball, and teach him how to run the football.
Okay.
So he brings a lot of skills to be able to teach our players.
I want to maybe ask my technical director, do we know for another break here for some more videos? Should we show some highlights and come back? Because we're going to okay, we're going to do that and talk about actual things on the field. And the condition of Weingart Stadium, of course, is immaculate. It's one of the best, as I would say, community college stadiums in the world. Yeah. And hopefully the fans and the students will be coming out.
22,000 seated stadium.
There you go.
We want to get them out.
Get them.
Join them.
Let's do this, okay, to Coach Kane. Coach Kane and his coaching staff. We're going to take a quick break and come back as we begin to wind up our 4th and final segment here on the program. But don't go away. You're watching East LA Sports Scene, and there's all kinds of sports that happen 365 days in our community.
Yes.
And we're glad you're here with us, okay, gentlemen?
Thank you.
We'll be right back with more of East LA Sports Scene.
What? Keep focused, you know what I'm saying? Keep your mind focused. Think about what you learned from today, and then when you come out tomorrow, make progress, take your system.
kind of meat, just some over. So we can get some certain things, okay? What are you talking about? I'll tell you right now.
Come on. Set. Go. Go. Set. Go.
Okay, and here we are. We're going to come in audio now as we're watching, along with you, our viewers. And Coach Kane, we'll kick it over to you now. What are we looking at here with some of the players in their drills?
We're looking at our quarterback and wide receivers working on the quarterback releasing the ball and the timing situation. We're getting them to take so many steps and get rid of the ball. Then you have your receivers that are running a specific route. We're running our 5 yards, which is our short routes, an out, a slant, hitch. And so we're really working on emphasizing our athletes being able to get into running their routes and then snapping their head around, getting their body, hands in place, so that way they can receive the ball.
Okay.
We're also going to do the same thing. I believe our running backs will be actively involved in this period that's going on right now. But that's what we're doing. We're working on the timing of our receivers and quarterbacks.
Well, you have receivers, true receivers, the wideouts and the flankers, but in your day, the running back, the old screen pass, that was a big play.
Yeah, and we run those plays. We're still running the same play. We're bringing the backs out of the backfield. We're swinging them so that way they can get in the route and stretch the defense going towards the sideline, opening up the cavity in the inside. So there's things that we're doing. We're able to, we're looking for fullbacks and an eye back that can do both.
Yes.
That can run a football, block, and really 3 phases, and then also catch the ball.
Okay, let me give it to Coach Prado, to Coach Jackson, if we want to name some of the young players that we're seeing on our screen, the fans can, or the public can get to know them. Okay?
Here you're looking at Davalos. He's a Garfield Bulldog.
Okay.
He's one of the wideouts. We're playing Z receiver.
Okay.
And there's a quarterback, Sally Ramirez from San Gabriel High School.
Oh, okay.
And then there's also Ben Irwin. He's a kid out of Colorado that's come back to the program.
Okay.
Again, there's Sally Ramirez at quarterback, and you're looking at, you got Kelsey Thompson out of Pioneer High School.
Did he play last year?
He also played last year, yeah.
Okay. And of course, we're going to get some hopefully a few shots of some defensive sets. I'm not sure if we have that, but we also want to get Coach Jackson, because you have got, if we don't see the players playing defense now, don't worry, but we do want to know linebacking core, your of course your cornerbacks and your free safeties. How is that looking, of course, with the whole package?
We're still shaping things up. Defensive line-wise, we have a kid, a local product actually out of Roosevelt, is Nathan Holloway, the defensive end. He's showing tremendous promise. Also, Steve Cabrera, freshman kid. Okay. And we have one returning sophomore, is Jesse Galliano. He played a little bit of offense and defense last year. Okay. So he's gonna play on one side of the ball this year, and he's really fired up. Linebacker-wise, we're still looking at freshman George Soto. Okay. He should show some promise. We have Felipe Lopez. Okay. Also a new incoming freshman, and we're looking at a few other people. Okay. Linebacker-wise and DB-wise. DB-wise is kind of real wide open. Yeah, I really don't want to name anybody yet.
No trade secrets yet.
But we're there. We're still trying to put the pieces together defensively.
Okay, and Coach Lynn Kane, again, you will be the captain of this ship. It's going to be set to sail. First official game will be on September 6th. September 6th. Yeah. And any word on our schedule yet? Who East LA will be opening with?
We open up our scrimmage. First, we scrimmage on the August 29th.
Okay.
And we're going to be scrimmaging Orange Coast, and then